Alrighty, g'day trendsetters, it's the 1st of spring today. It's also the 1st of September, which is why it's the 1st of spring. But today is as good a day as any to do the regular maintenance I need to do on my lime tree, which is directly behind me. Three main things I want to do is add fertilizer, add compost and mulch. Now, last year I used a lot of the Hoo-Flung Dung from Nutrog, the Hoo-Flung Dung feeding mulch, and I don't like to continually add the same product year in, year out. So I'm going to be using sugarcane mulch just for the mulch layer, and I'm going to use a different fertilizer which I haven't used before, but it's a product from Seasol, which is who makes the power feed liquid fertilizer that, if you're a regular watcher here, know that I am pretty fond of. So they've made it into a granulated fertilizer. So I'm hoping that, based on how well the liquid power feed works, that this granulated form will do wonders for the lime tree. I've also got a lemon tree just over there and a mandarin tree at the back. They'll all get the same treatment. The mandarin tree is a bit bigger, so it'll just be scaled up. So what I've got is two large buckets. I'll move back. All right, so what I've got is two large buckets of compost, and this is an actually it's a specific fertilizer for flowers, fruit and citrus. They make others for vegetables and general purpose, but this comes in its own pretty little purple can. More plastic. There you go. I wonder what it says on the packet. I will be adding the fertilizer first before anything else, and apply the beginning of every spring, summer, autumn and winter to maximize plant health and vigor. Garden maintenance. Seedlings established 8 tablespoons per meter squared. I haven't got a tablespoon. I'll have to go get one. Tablespoon is 25 grams, so 250 grams per meter. And I've got, let's say 3 meters squared, so that's 700, nearly a kilogram, which is nearly half a bucket of this. So I'll put half a bucket on this, half a bucket on the lemon, and I'll have to go and buy another bucket and put the whole bucket on the mandarin tree, which is a bit expensive. I think this is $26 or $27. So if I do that, say 4 times a year, 2 buckets, rounded around to 50, so it's going to cost me $200 a year to fertilise. I might just buy a bigger bucket. I think it comes down in price when you buy a bigger bucket. So that's the power feed. Then simply just throw the compost over the top, let the earthworms and the microbes do the rest. They can work it all into the soil. The compost is mainly, I use it as a soil conditioner, but also to activate the biological activity around the tree. I won't dig around the tree because citrus have a fairly shallow root system, so everything just gets sat on top, and then mulch layer, and then just water it, and these should be as happy as. They're starting to get little flowers and new little shoots. So the only other thing, some books suggest doing this back in August, early August, but I like to leave it to get the sun, warm the soil up a little bit before I start throwing all this on. That's the only reason I'm doing it now and not when other people suggest a little bit earlier. If you're in a colder climate than I am, then you could probably still leave it another 2 or 3 weeks at least. But if you're in a colder climate than me, you're probably not growing citrus anyhow. So anyhow, without any further ado, I'll roughly work out what half this is and put it on. So I'm just going to guesstimate this. So a handful is roughly 50 grams. So I need 10 and 5, I need about 15 handfuls. Let's see how that goes. When you're applying fertilizer, you don't want it in here around the trunk of the tree. You want it about 30 centimeters in from the edge and 30 centimeters out. That's what they call the active feeding zone of the fruit tree. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a pretty good feed. Now, compost again is simply just a matter of splashing it. Again, compost, you only want it 30 centimeters in from the edge and 30 centimeters out. There's no good pointing it in there. There's nothing really happens. All right. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, if you got more compost, you could probably add a little bit more, but it's fairly precious around here, so that's going to have to do. It's just a light coating. And mulch. So this is just bagged sugarcane mulch. I'll probably put it down to, what's that, 50 to 75 mils, 5 to 7.5 centimeters, or 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches. Oh, the only thing you got to watch with this bagged sugarcane mulch is if you put it on a clump like that, the water won't go through. You really got to break it up. Or I like to call it fluffing it. Fluff it up. And the mulch again, same as the others, is just the 30 centimeters in from the edge of the drip line and the 30 centimeters out where the active feeding growing root zone is. Geez, they pack this stuff in here tight. So come summer, when I add more fertilizer, I'll probably use a bag or maybe even 2 bags of hoo-flung dung on this for summer, and then I'll alternate. I'll just do sugarcane because it's all meant to break down into the soil, feed the soil, improve the soil, improve the soil, the moisture holding ability of the soil, and also protect us from the hot summer suns, so as you don't get the soil too hot and don't bake the roots. So mulching is good. If you've got a little lemon tree stuck in the middle of a lawn with grass growing right up to it, you're never going to get good fruit. You've got to do this. The only other magic ingredient, which is the same for everything on this planet, that's heaps of water. Citrus love water. Keep the root zone moist at all times. If you've got a hot day coming up, get out there with the hose the night before and give them a good drink. Oh, that's dusty. Whew. Okay, how do I go? I think we'll be right. I'll give that a good drink. And I'll be picking limes. When are the limes ready? Probably late summer. So tequila and lime. Tequila and lime, lip, sip, suck. No, what do you have? Oh, Coronas and lime. All good stuff. I have a recipe for lime cheesecake as well. So there'll probably be a lime cheesecake. Lime cheesecake and Coronas. I'm game if you're game. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked this video and found it interesting in any way, please, by all means, hit the big thumbs up button underneath this video. Subscribe if you will, because that means more people will find this channel and I'll be able to make more videos like this. And I think basically thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.